The Yankees might have a brand new starting catcher. Austin Wells' struggles have forced the team to get creative, especially with the logjam in the outfield and the return of Giancarlo Stanton, who has played at an MVP level. Ben Rice has emerged as a catching option for the Yankees this season, despite the fact that many scouts and analysts pegged him for more of a first base or DH role. It isn't shocking to see Rice outperform Wells at the plate, but it has been shocking to see the 26-year-old flourish behind the plate, looking like a skilled and polished catcher defensively. In just 109 innings, Ben Rice has +2 catching runs according to Baseball Savant, with 0.8 framing runs on Fangraphs. If you extrapolate that over 755 innings, the amount that Austin Wells has this season, he would have +14 catching runs, which is more than Austin Wells, who has 9, and +5.5 framing runs, which is a little bit behind the pace of Austin Wells, who's around 8 framing runs. It makes him an overall better defender, and I think that's extremely important to note when we're talking about how the Yankees are going to align themselves for the rest of the season. It is important to note that defensive data in a small sample size is very hard to draw a conclusion with, but the Yankees' track record with catching would suggest that they can continue to extrapolate excellent defensive value from Ben Rice. It may not be at the pace that would throw him in the mix for a Gold Glove, but it's definitely good enough to keep the Yankees near the top of the league in catching defense. While Austin Wells' offense has underwhelmed, he has still been one of the more valuable defensive catchers in the game, and JC Escarra in his limited action has been excellent behind the dish as well. You can also look at Carlos Narvaez, who is currently with the Boston Red Sox and is contending for an AL Gold Glove as we speak. He was a former Yankee prospect who was traded this past offseason. The secret to the Yankees' catching success lies with a man named Tanner Swanson, who is the Yankees' catching coordinator. In the same offseason where the Yankees brought in esteemed pitching coach Matt Blake and revered pitching coordinator Sam Breen, they made another franchise-altering hire. Since taking over in 2020, the Yankees are second in fielding run value, second in defensive runs saved, and first in framing runs by a massive margin at the catcher position. With 81.8 framing runs, no team is within 24 runs of the Yankees, and that's thanks to Swanson's ability to teach catchers how to deceive umpires, steal strikes, and give his pitchers an advantage. To contrast, the Yankees from 2015 to 2019 had been outside of the top 10 in all 3 metrics named at the catching position, and they've catapulted themselves since then to the top of the league. Ben Rice could be their best success story yet. While his 116 OPS plus is good, not great, the underlying data suggests he should get even better than where we're seeing right now. His 402 expected weighted on base average would be the highest mark for any catcher in a season with at least 250 plate appearances. This has a chance to be a player who can provide firmly above average offense with excellent defense at the most important defensive position in all of baseball. We could see a 5-WAR season from Rice in a full-time catching role, and that would almost certainly play a role in the team's future plans for the position. They know they can produce catchers at a high rate, and even after trading another wave of catchers this deadline, with Jesus Rodriguez, Rafael Flores, and Edglin Perez all changing organizations, they find themselves with a bit of a surplus heading into 2026. JC Escarra on a perfectly healthy Yankee roster likely isn't on the team, and Ben Rice has seemed to take the mantle from Austin Wells for the time being. It's possible that the electric offense and burgeoning defense that Ben Rice possesses and has displayed will translate into him getting a starting job. Then we'll see Ben Rice emerge into this excellent starting catcher who can end up being a top 5 or even top 3 player at the position.